beginning, Simon called Kris the dark horse in the competition. Why? Because Simon didn't think Kris had what it took to be the next American Idol. Do you remember this? The catchphrase, kick awesome? Kris created that, and it caught on like wildfire. And then by the end of season 8, a star was born. So tonight, my special report, then and now, with Kris Allen.
The winner!
Are you the best singer out there?
There's probably people that are better than me.
Of American Idol.
I've been so many places in my life and time.
2009 is...
You don't have a huge amount of personality.
But he's got a good voice. It's just that I don't feel the star from it.
Randy.
Yes.
Simon.
I'm going to give you another shot.
Kris Allen!
That's gonna be okay.
It's been 4 years since Kris Allen won the American Idol crown. Looking back, he tells me much of the experience is still a blur. But he does remember how daunting, exciting, and nerve-wracking it was. All rolled into one. Being judged. Constantly judged.
Yeah.
Publicly.
And publicly judged in front of 40 million people 2 times a week.
He also remembers the trip back home. Performing in the River Market and how Arkansans embraced him through his idol journey. But with that comes regrets.
I feel like I missed out on the celebration that was going on in Arkansas. But now I came back for that day, but that day was crazy. And I was running around the whole day. And it was exciting, and there's a bunch of people there. It was emotional, but I feel like I feel like I missed out on like the celebration.
Kris Allen!
When you won American Idol, that look on your face, priceless.
This is surprising. Oh.
Yeah, that one. Do you remember what that was like? How you felt on stage at that point?
That whole 9 months or whatever it was is a blur. It was a total blur. And I feel bad because people are like, how did you feel? How did you feel? And I don't remember.
Winning opened doors Kris never dreamed possible and changed his life.
Completely. In a good way, though. In a really good way. I can't be more happy with my career right now.
Kris scored a deal with RCA Records and formed a band that he says...
For some reason, it just works.
He's now produced 2 albums. We caught up with him during a sound check before a concert in Fayetteville. But he has concerts all over the country. But despite that, some just want to see him back on that Idol stage one more time.
I want to be on there.
What do we have to do? What do you have to do to get on?
Usually, like when you're on there, you're there for, you have new music out, and so we've actually been a little halted in putting new music out because of injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah, injuries and stuff like that. Kris injured his hand, you might remember this, in a car wreck. Tomorrow night, he talks about that wreck and what it did to his wrist and how that affects his ability to play the guitar. And he also talks about some other things that are happening right now. It's tomorrow night at 9, right here.
I still have it's hard to believe that was back in 2008, 2009. I mean, I still have a big smile on my face.
I know.
Even during your report, it just brought back so many memories for me because we were with him every step of the way.
Every step of the way. And Arkansans were with him every step of the way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, and it sort of makes you a little emotional because he's really grown. And you can tell when you look at that very first time when he was on stage, do you think you can be the next American Idol? And he's like, I hope so. To be the American Idol. I mean, he's, and 4 years after the fact, he has really grown immensely.
Yeah, and one thing he hasn't lost is humbleness. That I love.
I don't think that will ever change.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Booze in a movie.